In today's show, the Bitcoin price threatens its lowest weekly close since 2020 as inflation spooks the markets. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis and quoting crypto analyst Crypto Tony. When we drop to 22 to 24,000 on Bitcoin, they will call for lower. Don't be too greedy. When the time comes, and as VanEck shares here, well, Bitcoin couldn't hold 29,300 and started dropping down some more, looking to see how the 28,500 area is going to react. If that doesn't hold, then $26,000 and $24,000 is on the cards. And as Plan C shares here, thought of the day, in the current macro backdrop, it doesn't matter how many charts are showing confluence that we are reaching historically oversold levels. As long as Bitcoin remains correlated to risk on assets, I don't see a significant trend reversal anytime soon. And Plan B shares his latest update, says patience, and also wrote, inflation is not transitory. Inflation is not caused by Putin. Prices will stay high and increase further. Inflation is always and everywhere a monetary phenomenon. Inflation is caused by central banks debasing currency, which is money printing. Inflation is why Satoshi created Bitcoin. And quoting Texas governor candidate Don Huffines, Bitcoin is the future. And quoting Max Kaiser, trying to decentralize after the fact is like trying to F your way into virginity. Also in today's show, Kwon's alleged $80 million withdrawals before the Terra fallout triggers mixed reactions. VanEck wrote, the fact that Kwon has been sending $80 million towards his own wallets, honestly, he deserves jail. Many investors have been losing tons of money, and he just goes away with a bunch of money. Even Madoff got into jail. He deserves it too, and there's been some mixed reactions. Someone wrote, I disagree 100%. Nobody puts casino owners in jail, strip club owners in jail, etc. Any investor who ignored the hundreds of warnings and refused to do any common sense deserves what they got. I mean, come on. Also in today's show, Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary says one sector of the crypto markets offers the biggest opportunity for global transformation. As he shares here, anyone who thinks we don't need policy to make crypto successful is crazy. The big institutional capital will never allocate to this asset class until we get some. And he also wrote here, digitization is happening in every sector. I don't care what you do, a new digital economy is emerging. Also in today's show, Bitcoin will explode by over 700%, according to the CEO of an $80 billion asset manager. That's right, the CEO of global investment manager VanEck, Jan VanEck, is reportedly expressing optimism that the Bitcoin price will rise to stratospheric heights. The VanEck CEO says Bitcoin could rally by around 732% from the current levels to reach $250,000 per coin, according to a report by business publication Barron. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. The goal is to get to 100,000 subs. If you like getting that crypto, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium Crypto News Alerts every single day, including weekends, just like this. I want to give a quick shout out to iTrust Capital, the world's largest crypto IRA platform with over $5 billion in transactions. If you're looking to trade crypto tax-free, look no further than iTrust. Now, right now on their platform, you can buy and sell over 25 of the top cryptocurrencies, as well as precious metals, including gold and silver. There are no monthly fees with only a 1% transaction fee, and they do offer institutional grade storage from Coinbase custody, and you can start your account today with a minimum of $1,000. And if you sign up today using my referral link in the description right down below, you're going to receive a $100 reward in Bitcoin for funding your account. So go ahead and do so right now, and let's start stacking those sats tax-free. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. How's it going, crypto fam? The Bitcoin dropped to two-week lows on June 11th as the week's Wall Street trading ended with the bears in control. Here you're looking at the Bitcoin 1-hour candle chart, and alts are getting absolutely wrecked, to say the least. Ethereum is currently at $1,500. Like, whoa. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView followed Bitcoin as it reached 28,500 on Bitstamp, its lowest since May 28th. The pair had fallen in step with stock markets on June 10th. These finished in the week noticeably down. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ composite lost 2.9% and 3.5%, respectively. And this was on the back of a surprisingly high inflation data from the United States, which took a turn for the worst in stark contrast to expectations. As reported at 8.6%, annual inflation came in at the highest since December of 1981. And reacting, market commentators were thus firmly on the bearish side when it came to the future. Bitcoin price action, quoting Crypto Tony, right here, when we drop to 24,000 on Bitcoin, they will call for lower. Don't be too greedy. when the time comes. And as Mikhail VanEck shares here, well, Bitcoin couldn't hold 29,300 and started dropping down some more, looking to see how 28,000 and a half area is going to react. If that doesn't hold, then 26 and 24,000 is on the cards. According to MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor, inflation hasn't peaked, and neither has Bitcoin. And Plan C chimed in, thought of the day, in the current macro backdrop, it doesn't matter how many charts are showing confluence, that we are reaching historically oversold levels. As long as Bitcoin remains correlated to risk on assets, I don't see a significant trend reversal anytime soon. And if we were to end the week at the current levels or any below 29,450, Bitcoin would be threatening its lowest weekly close since December of 2020. Now looking ahead, forthcoming decisions on rate hikes in response to inflation were primed to be the major focus of the coming week. Quoting Dan Crypto Trades, I think that at some point the market will realize that inflation is not going away soon and that the rates will still be relatively low. Gold could be the leading factor in such a shift. Closely watching that. Right now we're still in the process of baking in the bad factors. And checking out the latest updates from Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model. He shares this chart which shows percentage Bitcoin in loss and wrote patience. And he also shared this morning, inflation is not transitory. Inflation is not caused by Putin. Prices will stay high and increase further. Inflation is always and everywhere a monetary phenomenon. Inflation is caused by central banks debasing currency, which is money printing. Inflation is why Satoshi created Bitcoin. Amen. And someone asked him why Bitcoin dump, and Plan B responded, what you call dump, I call volatility. Bitcoin was $9,000 2 years ago in June 2020, 3x in 2 years. And Texas governor candidate Don Huffines says Bitcoin is the future. So if you live in Texas, be sure to vote for Don. And quoting Max Kaiser, trying to decentralize after the fact is like trying to F your way into virginity. And another quote, throwback from 2015, banks don't print money, they loan money without any collateral behind it. And that enters the economy as money, even though there is nothing behind it. It's just an accounting trick. Facts. And before I break down next story of the day, Kwon's alleged $80 million withdrawals before the Terra fallout triggers mixed reactions. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, all the major cryptos currently correcting and in the red, with Bitcoin down 2.3%, trading just above 28,700. We have Ether down a whopping 9%, trading just above $1,500. We have Solana and Polkadot also in the blood red, and along with Binance Coin, Cardano, and XRP all correcting and in the red. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Reports that Terra, the new Luna, or Luna 2, founder Kwon allegedly withdrew $80 million monthly before the project crashed, surfaced on Friday, leading members of the community to voice their opinions on the matter. In a tweet, crypto trader and analyst Mikhail VanEck said that Kwon deserves imprisonment, and he compared the Terraform Labs CEO to the infamous fraudster Bernie Madoff and said, honestly, he deserves jail. As I shared with you in the intro of the show, here in this tweet, the fact that Kwon has been sending $80 million towards his own wallets, honestly, he deserves jail. Many investors have been losing tons of money, and he just goes away with a big bunch of money. Even Madoff got into jail. He deserves it too. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the crypto analyst. Someone else chimed in, I really can't wait to read about Kwon being sentenced to 150 years jail term without any possibility of parole. While there are many who call for jail time, some disagree with that sentiment. As pointed out here by someone else, I disagree 100%. Nobody puts casino owners in jail, strip club owners in jail, etc. Any investor who ignored the hundreds of warnings and refused to do any common sense deserves what they got. I mean, come on. And VanEck responded to him, sorry, casino or strip club comparing to a crypto scam and rug pull where the CEO is sending millions of funds to his own wallets prior to a rug pull? Tell me how that is comparable. Now, authorities in South Korea have also started to investigate Terraform Labs and its workers for an alleged Bitcoin embezzlement. With the cooperation of an exchange platform, the authorities were able to freeze the funds in question, and the investigation was initiated after the police received a tip from an informant who worked in the firm. And amid the Terra debacle, South Korea's ruling party revealed plans to form a digital asset committee that will become the crypto watchdog. Now, the organization will prepare policies and supervise the industry prior to the formation of a government entity dedicated to crypto. What are your thoughts surrounding Kwon and him getting away with $80 million being sent to his wallet while investors literally lost billions of dollars? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments right down below. And do you feel he will face jail time? Holla at your boy. And before I break down next story of the day, Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary says one sector of the crypto markets offers the biggest opportunity for a global transformation. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sent all the way down just above $1.1 trillion, with about 71 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. The Bitcoin dominance still on the climb at 47.2%, with the Ether dominance on the decline at 16.4%. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers in the past 24 hours, we have Pax Gold up 1.7%, trading at $1,875, followed by USDN up about 1%, trading just above 98 cents, followed by Unised Leo up 0.67%, trading at $5.51, followed by stablecoins, because most of the major cryptos are currently correcting and in the red. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers for the past week, you can see a sea of red with literally only a handful in the green, including HNT up 23%, Leo up 12.7%, and Chainlink up 9.7%. And checking out one of my favorite indicators, this Crypto Greed and Fear Index, shows we're currently rated 12 out of 100 in extreme fear. Yesterday at 13, last week at 14, and last month at 12 in extreme fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, like we're witnessing right now. BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Crypto bull and Shark Tank investor Kevin O'Leary, aka Mr. Wonderful, says there is one opportunity in digital currencies that outshines all of the rest. The venture capitalist tells his 900,000 subscribers that payment systems present the biggest possible opportunity in the space, but that the regulation needs to pass before it can be seized. Quoting him here, payment systems are the biggest opportunity we have in the case of digital currencies. This is why regulation is so important. That's just the truth. The innovation that digital currency breeds is going to take us into a much more transparent, auditable, and less expensive way of processing payments around the world. And he makes a great point. Now, O'Leary also says that a wave of digitization is coming to every single sector, and that no matter what one does, a new digital economy is emerging at the forefront of the global financial landscape. Now, the billionaire has also been applauding the recent efforts of U.S. Senators Cynthia Lummis and Kirsten Gillibrand to bring in sweeping regulatory clarity to the crypto industry. As we all know, they recently introduced a Bitcoin/crypto bill, which I covered in great detail here in the show. Now, he also says that anyone who doesn't see the need for more legislative policy in crypto is crazy, as he believes that institutional capital will never allocate to the asset class until the proper regulations are set in place. As he shares here, I want there to be policy. I'm not a crypto cowboy. I'm compliant. I want to bring sovereign wealth and pension funds into this so prices appreciate and stabilize. For all the excitement about crypto, we are only $1.2 trillion, and that's a nothing burger. Nothing. $800 billion? Who cares? That may sound like a lot of money, but it's nothing in the context of what it could be if we get there and this worked out. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the billionaire investor Kevin O'Leary. And to watch this entire video he did with Cynthia Lummis discussing regulation, check the show notes below the video in the description. And before I break down final story of the day, Bitcoin will explode by over 700% according to the CEO of an $80 billion asset manager. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 1,200 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also, some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my crypto merch store, live at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this, and help support the channel with the YouTube algorithm. And of course, you can find me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes, and Google Play. And if you're listening to the pod, be sure to check out the YouTube channel at cryptonewsalerts.net for the full premium experience with video. And we're currently receiving over 500,000 downloads per month. So I want to say I greatly appreciate your continued support. And of course, you can follow me on crypto Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, and TikTok. So every app, be sure to plug in and follow me there. But all right, now let's break down our final story of the day. The CEO of global investment manager VanEck, Jan VanEck, is reportedly expressing optimism that the Bitcoin price will rise to stratospheric heights. Let's go. The VanEck CEO says Bitcoin could rally by around 732% from the current levels to reach a $250,000 Bitcoin price per coin, according to a report by business publications Barron's. VanEck says that at the six-figure price, which he believes could take decades to materialize, Bitcoin's market cap will be about 50% of gold's market cap. As he shares here, investors see it as a complement to gold. That's the short version. Bitcoin has limited supply. The supply is visible, and it is very hard, almost impossible possible to change that. Bitcoin will go to half of the market cap of gold, or $250,000 per Bitcoin, but that could take decades. It's hard to put a time frame on it. Now, I obviously disagree. I feel we'll likely reach $250,000 per Bitcoin by the time of the next halving or the year following the next halving, which is typically when the market goes parabolic, which would be 2025. Now, per the report, VanEck says that the institutional investors and governments will drive Bitcoin's price appreciation. Quoting him here, Bitcoin has further price appreciation because it's maturing and its institutional adoption is increasing every year. It's not just institutional investors, but also governments around the world that are looking to it as a useful asset. And on Bitcoin's much vaunted store value use case, the CEO of the $80 billion asset manager says that Bitcoin is already establishing itself as a threat to gold's dominance. Damn straight. As he shares here, part of the demand for gold has been siphoned off into Bitcoin, which is emerging as a long-term competitor to gold. Gold was the primary asset, but sometimes people bought silver or other precious metals. People looking for a store of value will look to gold, but also to Bitcoin. We're in the middle stages of that adoption cycle, and there is further upside. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the CEO of this $80 billion asset manager that we're likely to reach a $250,000 Bitcoin price, and that Bitcoin can surge literally 732% from today's prices. Holla at your boy in the comments right down below. Now for a quick recap, what I covered with you here in today's show. The Bitcoin price threatens its lowest weekly close since 2020 as inflation spooks the markets. Also in today's show, I shared that Kwon's alleged $80 million withdrawals before the Terra fallout triggered mixed reactions on crypto Twitter, as well as Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary says that one sector of the crypto markets offers the biggest opportunity for global transformation. I also shared with you this bullish Bitcoin price prediction of $250,000 from the CEO of an $80 billion asset manager. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode. Lawrence Abramoff wrote, "Don't be a coin maximalist, guys and gals. Be a money maximalist. I choose to hodl Bitcoin and now XRP. It should easily 5x after the lawsuit. Obviously, majority in Bitcoin." Right on, Lawrence. That's what's up, fam. Thanks for sharing. Hodl gang. And our next featured comment comes from Rave Elevator. Crypto news alerts, best crypto show on the YouTube. Focus, watch, and hodl. Much love, fam. Bitcoin, let's go. And our third and final featured comment comes from Digital Gravity. Say what you will about Michael Saylor, but the dude puts his money where his mouth is. He is either going to go down in history as one of the world's richest men, or as a cautionary tale. There's no middle ground, but my money is on the Giga Chad. Amen, fam. Agreed 100%. Massive shout out to the Giga Chad. And to be featured on tomorrow's episode, drop me a comment right down below.